up, guys? This is your 46th tutorial, and let's just go ahead and continue coding. Okay, this button is actually our login button. Well, I call it signing, but anyway, this should be just fine. And so what we have to do, we have to send the username and the password to the server, and I call this PHP script just server.php. And now let's just perform an AJAX request, and I think some of you guys can remember how it works. So the first parameter is always the file name of the script which we are referring to. This is the server.php in our case. And the second parameter is these variables which we send, and I'll just say login should be equal to username, and password should be equal to password. And then we need a function with some data like this. So let's see. So of course we need to fetch the values of username and password before we send this request, and we will do it right now. So username should be equal to the username text box's value, as well as the password will be similar, and it will be equal to this password dot value. So now we have password and username, and we are sending it to the server. And then the server will answer. Alright, now I'll just write some code for the server, PHP stuff. So if is set, and what this if is set does, it just checks if this variable is set. Well, simple enough. So if the password is set, I'll only check on password because I'm too lazy to check the whole thing. So if the password is set, the password should be equal to the post password, and this post password is the data which comes from this AJAX request. So this password which we send to the server.php, and the username, or I'll just call it login, should be equal to login. And make sure you use well, on the left side you see the variables which you send to the server. So this one is login and this one is password, and that's why we are looking for the login in this post request. So what I did right now is a simple PHP script, and I also created a database. I called it just database.txt, and of course in real life you won't have a database stored in a TXT file without any encryption. You'd normally have it in a real database like MySQL, for instance. But well, I mean, this tutorial is just like to learn about AJAX and stuff. So I wrote the script anyway, and it just looks for this user and password combinations. And if you only want to learn jQuery and AJAX, you don't have to worry about that. What it does, it just gets the password and your username, and it looks for in the database if they match. And if they match, it says welcome and username. If it doesn't match, it says wrong login. So let's just go ahead and test it. And by the way, I also modified our code a little bit, and I added this console.log so that we can see the output of this request in the console. Alright, now we can just try. I'll just say trier or tester, something like this, and password, something like this. And then I click signing, and it says wrong login. And if you pick a real username, which is tester, for instance, and its password, which is sample password, paste it right here, and we click signing, and it says welcome tester. Yes, it works. By the way, if you want this, if you don't want to see the signs, the characters in the password field, you're gonna say it's typed should be password like this. and then you can enter your password, and no one can see you or what you're entering, at least if no one looks at the keyboard while you're typing. Well, anyway, this is a simple AJAX plugin, but we are not done with that, because we also have to display a proper user message. And well, this tutorial is already getting too long, and the next tutorial will improve this login functionality and stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.